It's not that I was trying to show them what I was with. I was trying to show myself that I had worth, that I was not fine. My mother, my husband, my children, my social status, my circumstances, my job. But it really wasn't poor old me. Raising the children all by myself, struggling to make ends meet in this cold, hard world. Boo-hoo. I don't need your pity and your handouts. No, I didn't come from a family with money, but we had our pride and dignity. Maybe that's all you need in life. I don't know, I'm still figuring that one out. My mother had always taught me that education was the key to advancement. So I studied hard. My parents couldn't afford to pay for my college or university. Who would spare the money when we had so many other mouths to feed? So I worked throughout my Form 6 all the way to college. It wasn't easy, but it set up a very good foundation for the rest of my life. So there I was, fresh out of college, a diploma in my hand and ready to take out on the world. I landed myself a good job, fell in love and got married. I thought I had made it. Seriously. When we had our first child, my husband insisted that I quit my job and take care of our child. I lovingly told him that he was old-fashioned. I could manage our child and my job at the same time. But I was flattered that he cared so much about me and our little family. Motherhood changes you. It changes the way you think, the way you relax, the way you work, the little things that you so unthinkingly do. Everything changes. You become more constantly about your children. What can I give them? How can I make their lives better? What should I do to raise them right? How can I give them the best start in life? The start that I didn't have. These are all important questions. Questions I had. Questions that I still struggle with. When the second one came, we argued about it again. But I finally gave in. Besides, I wanted to spend more time with my little ones. And I figured out that I could use the spare time from work to take up an online master's program and get back to work once the children are at school. My parents thought that I was crazy. My husband agreed. Why would I need a degree when I'm married? Why would I go back to work? My only concern is being a housewife, they said. My only concern is my children. But motherhood doesn't have to define you. It doesn't have to constrain you. All of you that came before into a tiny little box which says, I live only for my children, and makes the rest of what made you uniquely you. Just disappear. But rather, it adds filters to your already colored lens, and that filter, no matter what others say, is big enough for you and your children. Things broke down after that. Of course, life has a way of doing that. My husband had me where he wanted me. The only place he could think of for a woman. A kitchen. Fine, that's an exaggeration, but it sure felt like at times. I'm not saying this to bring down women whose dream in life is to raise their children. But I'm saying this to women whose dream aren't there, but they are trapped in the same lie that I lived in. My husband had me where he wanted me and left me alone with 3 little children. I don't blame him though. I doubt it. He wanted to have a fatal heart attack. He always imagined himself as this invincible hero. I kind of thought too at times. I scrambled to find a babysitter for the first few weeks. See, Ma, I told you, I needed it. I drove myself crazy for the first few weeks, adjusting back to work, taking care of the children and studying. I ended up drafting an email to the dean saying that I would have to pull off or at least defer my master's program until I had more time, until I had more money, or until my children are older. Agonized over it, I weighed the worth of having a master's degree and better opportunities in the future over the worth of having more money and more time. Now,